Hello, tarot lovers. This is Mervat from the Egyptian Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Join me today on this very interesting video, which is a VR to Sylvia at Fairlight Tarot. And the title is 10 Beloved Monsters Decks. Actually, I'm so excited to do this video because it is really, the title is so intriguing. And it took me since 2 days now. I've been contemplating, going back and forth, checking my decks, going through them all to pick the decks that really are exactly as she, how do you say, she called them. Let's jump in and I will tell you which one is my first choice. The first deck is the Frankenstein, a collage deck that's misunderstood but has a heart of gold. And for this title, I picked this adorable deck, which is the FARRAGO Spuritum Tarot by Yvette Indrejewski. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And Raven Tingaro. He is an astrologer and a tarot reader, and this deck is so sophisticated, so beautiful, and could be very easily misunderstood. You see, these are the gorgeous the gorgeous backs, so elegant, and I edged it in this adorable color. I like edging my decks, and I'm so proud of the outcome. And I just want you to see this deck, how beautiful it is. It's a collage, and all the characters are like statues, so Roman statues, and it has a lot of symbols on the corners and everywhere, astrological symbols, and each card is full of a lot of things. Like for example, here this is the chariot, and the titles are written, I think, in Italian. You see many things going on. And here the justice card, you see a lamp here, you see like this is a fish, and the key, a lot here. We see the Libra sign and Venus. It is a very busy deck, full of details, but it is adorable. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't so connected to the deck when I got it, because I really loved the artwork at first, and that's why I bought it. And I kept every now and then I get a card out, I contemplate on the card, and then at that time I started to love the deck and understand it and so on. So I find this is the suitable deck that fits this how do you call, sometimes my English just flies. I can't remember exactly what I want to say. This is the deck that is really misunderstood but has a heart of gold. So that was my first pick, my first choice, the FARRAGO Spuritum Tarot. And I haven't seen it a lot on any channel. It's not a well-known deck, but it's really adorable. You see, these are the gorgeous backs, and I edge it like this. It's a beautiful collage deck. You see, so colorful, so elegant. And then my next choice is the Dracula deck, which is a deck that's sensual and sophisticated. And I could not think for a better choice. This is the Decadent Dream Tarot by Eleanor Boyce. Let me adjust the camera. Just a moment, please. I don't know what's wrong, why the lighting is not so good. This deck is a masterpiece of painting. Each card is a painting of a famous artist. You see all types of artists. You see Art Nouveau, you see the Decadent movement, and the pre-Raphaelite, and the guidebook shows, explains each card. Let me show you first the guidebook, because it is very important to see it. You see, it's like this. You see it shows the picture of the card and the name of the artist and a small description. So it is really a very sophisticated deck, and the artwork is so beautiful. The choice is great, and it is a nice tool to learn about these artists and get to know the paintings. For any of you who is interested in this type of decks, I love these decks really. This is a beautiful deck that really, if you have it, you will be able to know a lot of things. It's so sophisticated, it's sensual, it is beautiful, and it's one of my best decks that I have. It's the Decadent Dream. And also this is one of the decks that I don't see at all, although it is so pretty. And just, I'm now showing you the cards so fast, but I guess this is a deck that really needs a walkthrough, because I want to talk about, this is Gustav Klimt, I want to talk about each card. I want to tell you who is the artist, and I love this deck. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. The Decadent Dream Tarot by Eleanor Boyce, and I got it from Etsy a couple of years ago. These are the gorgeous bags. You see, it's so beautiful. And I edged it in this color, the brown. Adorable, adorable deck. And as you see, these beautiful cards, and the colors are just stunning. The everything about this deck is elegant, the quality, everything. So that was my second choice. That was the Dracula Tarot. The third is the Werewolf, which is a deck that's best used on a full moon. I could not think of other deck. I thought of the FORHAXA Tarot, which is really, if you know, it's my favorite, one of my favorite decks by M.G. Cullinan. And these are the bags. This is a beautiful deck. I edged it in this color. It is a stunning deck. It's so magical. It's full of adorable witches. It's so detailed. The colors are stunning. And it is so witchy. Although I have a huge collection of witchy decks because I love witchy decks. But this one is one of a kind. It's different. I can't say enough about it because I adore it. It's my favorite. And when I see this deck, I really feel that it connects me to the full moon. It connects me to it drives my intuition very high. And also it's so whimsical. It's so dreamy. It's one of a kind. I think this is her best deck. And if we can talk about witchy decks, this is by far the best. Every card is a masterpiece. The colors, look at this. The Six of Fire, just adorable. I think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. And I'm so happy. This is the indie copy, but I'm so happy that it will go mass market. And I really highly recommend it. And I'm going to get another copy definitely, because I do love this deck. So that was the FORHAXA Tarot, the best deck that I could use on a full moon. The fourth deck is the Werewolf, the Grim Reaper, a deck that feels final and unmovable. So that was my beautiful, beautiful Tarot of the Hidden Realms. This is an unmovable deck. This is a very powerful deck in my opinion. This deck never tells lies. I can't explain how much I love this deck. Although I'm not a fan of these decks that, show faces, but this is something else. The deck has very powerful energy, and like this one. This is the strength card that really I love most. Look at her face and how they are so calm in each other's presence, like testing the waters. I mean, the book of Barbara Moore is adorable, and I really look at this, the Justice card. I love it. I never get enough of this deck, and this is my unmovable deck, and it never tells lies. All the cards are very powerful, and some of the decks you know, have very give more attention to the measures, and then when you see the minor cards, minor arcana, it's not that you know, powerful. But this deck is an exception because each card is so, it just captures exactly your feeling. Like look at this Eight of Wands. It gives you the feeling of the fast movement, being ready, and so on. All the cards, look at this. I love this card, the Ten of Wands. How tense he is holding this this egg, and he doesn't want to. He's afraid it breaks. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough about this deck. So that was my choice for the Grim Reaper, the deck that's unmovable. And then the creature from the Black Lagoon is for me, the creature from the Black Lagoon deck that loves water but not afraid of getting dirty. I chose this beautiful deck, the Dame Darcy Mermaids Tarot, because for me, this is a deck that really has the water energy, but it is very, very accurate. It's a bold deck, and with a sense of humor. It's really very, very nice. I love this deck so much, and it's very nice. It's an old deck. I have it since a long time, but it's so accurate, and it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. So that was my my fourth deck, I think, no, fifth. And then the Freddy Kreuger Scruffy deck that has a terrifying sense of humor. I chose this deck, which is the Tarot of the Shadowland. This is a mass market deck, and it is so cute, so sweet. Look at the backs with these bats, and it's gilded. It's a beautiful deck that's so funny and has a sense of humor. It's a beautiful, really, deck. I like it so much. And there are some images that are really scary sometimes, but it is so cute and so sweet, and very high quality and easy to read. It's an adorable deck, the Shadowland Tarot, Tarot of the Shadowland, and I really like it so much. And then the next deck is the Chucky, a doll-like tarot that may stab you in the back. So at first, I thought of the Nicoletta Cocelli deck, which is really fits in this category, but I didn't want to repeat myself. So I thought of another deck, which is the Deviant Moon. And this is a quite powerful deck, and I like it so much. It's really one of a kind. The artwork is stunning, and it is really a very powerful and very accurate deck. You see here the images are so strong, and it can stab you in the back. You see, it has this mixture of colored images, sweet images, and scary images. Look at this one, the Strength card. I mean, it's one of a kind. This is a beautiful deck that fits in this category, and I find it straightforward, powerful, and very nice. Let me adjust the camera. I think something is wrong with my phone. Okay, I hope it gets better, because I feel that the lighting is not so good. But anyhow, that was my my choice for the doll-like deck that can stab you in the back. And then the Zombie, an airy deck that's hungry for brains. I chose this deck, the CHEIMONETTE Tarot, because it is a very different deck. It doesn't follow the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's a beautiful deck. These are the backs, and I edged it in this blue. It's a beautiful deck that's so intuitive. You really need to use your brains, as it's said. And I love this deck so much. It's so powerful. And like, look at this, the Time, which is the Hermit. This is a beautiful card, a great representation of the Hermit energy. It shows perseverance, it shows wisdom, it shows patience, and so on. Most of the cards, you need to use your brains and to look carefully at the image. Like this one is the Death. Look at her and the way she moves carrying her baby. It's a beautiful deck. Really, I hope it's still in print. I'm not sure, but I have it since a long time. It's one of those very intuitive decks. A deck that really needs a lot of your attention and needs your brains. So that was my choice. Let me show you now the image of the court cards. Look at those. Look at this lady. She's the queen of swords, of staves. She's the queen of wands. But look at her, how she's thinking and how it's adorable, really. Look at the cards, and the court cards are gorgeous also. Look at this one. This is an adorable deck, really. It's a beautiful deck. The CHEIMONETTE Tarot, which is hungry for brains. And then my next choice is the Pennywise the Clown, a deck that's deceivingly whimsical, but it's actually very intense. I chose this deck, which is the Fantastic Menagerie by Baba Studio. So, because this is a very whimsical deck, and it's so intense, so powerful. I love this deck so much. One of my favorites of Baba Studio. These are the beautiful backs, and this is a beautiful. This is the second edition, which has this gold stamp, and it is really a beautiful whimsical deck that's so powerful. It's so intense. I don't know. It is a beautiful deck. I will not talk about the beautiful artwork because, of course, Baba Studios decks are known by their adorable, great quality. But the choice of animals and the way they are presented is so beautiful, so nice. I love this deck. It's really very intense and a beautiful, beautiful whimsical deck. So that was my choice for the Pennywise the Clown. And the last deck is the Mummy, a deck that's covered in many layers. And speaking of which, covered in many layers and mummies, I thought of my adorable deck, the Journey into Egypt Tarot. This is a deck by it's by Julia Kukia Watts, and this is an adorable deck that it's a Journey into Egypt Tarot, but it's not just that. It is a deck that shows how intelligent and knowledgeable she is about Egyptian history, and it's covered in many layers. Every time I pick a card, I know something else, something new. It has a lot of astrology correspondences. It covers many historical incidents in Egypt. It talks about the gods. It talks about myth, it's mythology. It talks about many things, and I love this deck. It's, in my point of view as an Egyptian, this is the best deck that really represents Egypt. And I'm working on this deck and to do a deep dive, because I want to explain each card and from in the eyes of an Egyptian. So I'm looking forward, maybe in a week or two, to post this video. And so this is the deck for me, which is the Mummy, the deck that's covered in many layers, a Journey into Egypt Tarot. And so by this I reached the end of my video. Those were the choices, my 10 beloved monster decks. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really going to tag Sylvia and thank her for this beautiful tag. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.